Tokozani. I hope you're good. So, today I want to speak about 7 very rare signs that you might be spiritually gifted, ne? But maybe you might be ignoring it. Kapa ose sure hore. Are these part of the signs? So today I'll be talking about signs that happens on your body, okay, or through your body. Yeah, okay. So here it is. So the first one is having those physical sensations. Like no doctor can honestly explain these ones, and it doesn't go away. Trust me, it doesn't. Even if you have initiated, my darling, it doesn't go anywhere. Okay, and then you'll be getting like that feeling of buzzing in your ears, especially at night, like not tinnitus, ne? Or tla utlwa ekare something is buzzing in my ear. And in most cases, when that happens, you must know that yes, your ancestors do want to communicate with you, and they prefer to do so at night. If it happens during the day, obviously our ancestors is not a one size fits all. You must know, hore, you need to be in a very quiet place whereby you can just listen to your intuition. Because if there's one thing I can promise you is that yes, most people are able to get visions, but you will not see a television whereby they're saying to you, do this and do that. But you will rather get a strong feeling that this feeling says, I must leave this place. This feeling says, I must do this. Ne? So that's the first one. And then another one is feeling vibrations or energy waves in your body when still or alone. Hey, it's like your body will literally move. You will not think that it's vibrating. It will vibrate. It will vibrate. And it will have to happen to you in order for you to relate or know what I'm talking about. So if you do not understand the feeling of vibration that I'm talking about, that means that's not one of the signs that you have. But a person that has felt it, as soon as I say vibration, they'll know. You could just be even making bread, and then that vibration just happens to your body. It doesn't even have timing. And at times it will just happen randomly. Not necessarily because there's something happening. Now you need to go, you don't even have to do any of those extremes. Like it's just there to remind you, hello, we're here. So, and I go through that a lot. And the energy waves, whereby the energy waves that I feel, not personally, it will be like, I think something good is going to happen. But trust me, I've had that feeling and then nothing good will happen. And it comes in different ways. But I hardly get a one for bad feeling. And obviously even that one will differ as per individuals. So you will feel that energy wave as if something is happening, something's going to happen. And the feeling will be so strong and you'll be looking out, okay, I think something is going to happen, and then nothing happens. So I feel like that's also just one of those reminders where, our ancestors will just be showing off, wanting to show us who's in power. And then the other one is sudden skin temperature shifts. One side cold, the other hot. I've heard people saying they've experienced this. Personally, I've never experienced it, but I do know of people that have experienced it. Hence, I thought I should add it to the list. So you should know it. That's also one of the rare signs that shows that you are a spiritually gifted person, my darling. You're not running away from this one. And when, like, let's say your blood is taken, like, for results, maybe you're thinking, no, man, something is wrong with me. How can I be hot on one side and cold on the other? What's happening? Am I sick? And when the doctors take your blood, they cannot find anything. There's nothing wrong with you. It's like you're making all this up. So that's one of them. But you're the only one who can feel it. So Okay, the other one is so, and please, you must know that that's not an illness, ne? That's activation. That's definitely activation. So the other one is sensitivity to sound, smell, or light. So loud noise feels unbearable. The only noise that you want to hear when is those drums, then you know, okay, this is the only noise that I can tolerate. So sensitivity to sound, but it doesn't mean that any sound, hence I'm talking about anything that has beats, drums. In most cases, I feel like you would like it even maybe to a certain volume, even though, yes, it might be drums. And then you can smell things. This is the next one. You can smell things that others can't. Example, traditional herbs, blood, decay, or sweet scents out of nowhere. In most cases, especially when it comes to traditional herbs and umqombothi, you will definitely smell it, especially if your ancestors have been waiting for a long time for you to do something like a ceremony. Maybe they've been showing you signs and you're not. You'll always feel like you're smelling impepo or traditional beer. That one I've also experienced. So definitely that's also one of the signs, because obviously you'll be asking people, no, man, did anyone make him come out? Why am I smelling this? Why am I smelling a goat here? So those are other scents, that you might be smelling that other people will not be able to smell. So it's not everyone who has that ability. So hence it does fall under the rare signs. So another one is bright lights overwhelm you or make you feel dizzy. So that's also one of the signs that I know I also do feel. So even where I am, my light is always, those down lights and nothing hectic. That calms my spirit and my soul. So yeah, so you must know that's not anxiety. Your senses are just open. You're reading spiritual information before your brain can even process it. So you have to be very gentle with yourself and get to know what things are happening on your body, so that when they do happen, you do not overreact, but rather you acknowledge it. That way it will be easy for you to live with certain things. And then the other one is intense reactions to people's energy. Okay, if I were to speak personally about this one, I will not finish. But anyway, you feel drained or dizzy after being around certain people, even if they smiled, smiled, né? So like I said, I would not finish if I were to give you my personal examples, but this is one of the things that eventually turned me into an introvert. I'm not an introvert by birth, but because of the way my energy works, it's insane. I avoid being around people at all cost, mainly because of that. Nothing else. You can tell someone is lying by just being near them. I can even hear them. I can even hear their thoughts. That's how bad my gift is. Your stomach twists, or you get a weird heat around your ears or chest. Your body is spiritually snitching before your mind catches up. So I'm personally a person who loves people. Hence I said I'm not even an introvert, but because of my gift, I ended up being one. So as soon as I don't like someone, trust me, there's something wrong about that person. I don't care who says what. You might not see it today, you might not see it tomorrow, but eventually I know you're going to see it. So I'm able to detect those things. I'm even able to tell, yes, when someone is lying, when someone is a liar, when someone is not even a good friend to you or a good partner. You do not even have to tell me what they did to you. I'll just know that this is not a good person. And I'm still waiting for the day whereby I'll be wrong. Ne? So please, rather you have people not like you, but please trust your intuition. It's never wrong, my darling. Ever. Okay? And then now, we go number 4. Unexplained rage or grief. So you cry during certain songs, ads, or even news you don't relate to. Oh my God, I'm so guilty of that. Okay, but that one is self-explanatory, so I don't have to make the audio longer. You get angry out of nowhere, not moody, but a rage that feels borrowed. And you must know that even though, yes, it's coming out of nowhere, there's always something that can be happening or something that triggered you. But it's just that maybe when with your bare eyes, you're not aware. But your ancestrals or your ancestors rather, they are being triggered. So this can be ancestral trauma being triggered. The rage isn't yours, but it's just passing through you. Yes, so you must know Leona Ewo. And then number 5 is being too much or too empty emotionally. So either you'll be deeply empathetic, feel others' pain more than they do, or you feel empty, emotionally numb, and can't relate to most people. Okay, because remember, I've been saying it's not a one size fits all. There are those that feel very, very empty to a point that you will ask, how you're a spiritual person, why are you not emotional? It's not everyone who's an empath, and it doesn't mean that a person that is better than you. It can never happen like that. There's a sun, and there's day and there's night. Yeah, that's what I wanted to say. Meaning that for every good thing, there's always the other side to it, and we cannot project and say when you are less sensitive, you're bad. When you are more sensitive, you're good. I doubt that's true, and I beg to differ. It's just that our gifts are different, and we just need to find a way of making sure that our gifts coexist. Yeah? And then number 6 is recurring body marks or skin changes. So dark patches that come and go, especially around joints, neck, and chest. Weird bruises, scratches, rashes that appear then vanish. Okay, and you can have a mole or a birthmark that starts tingling or changing color, and only to find that maybe like when you were growing up, it was never like that. It's like it keeps changing. It keeps changing. It does happen. And then often marks, just hold on. I'm not going to edit this, my darling. Often marks of a spirit guide or ancestor signing you, ne? So that is just a sign. And then I'm busy reading through my list here. You don't fit into any box. You do not fit into any box. Now there's no box that I fit into. Right, so you've tried churches, crystals, therapy, meditation, but nothing fully feels right. And I do relate with that one a lot because, okay, I haven't done therapy. Church, okay, I've been to church because my mom loves church, guys. And meditation, there was a time whereby I meditated, I think even 3 times a day, if not 2 times a day, depending on my day. But now it's better. So yeah, I still feel to this day, regardless of me meditating a lot or not, I feel like my spirituality is not one-sided, because so many things complement me, even in other people's religions, and it makes it so difficult for me to try to explain that there are things that I relate to in Hindu, even in Western spirituality. And I could be, let's say, for example, on TikTok, and someone says something and then I resonate with it. I'm like, oh my God, at some point I thought maybe I'm crazy. Here is this thing. There are people who are actually doing it, but because, let's say, when you're in South Africa, you are accustomed to people doing certain things a certain way, and you think that, okay, then why do I want it to be done like this? It doesn't make sense. And when you try to incorporate it, it's like you want to be extra, only to find that you were not even trying to be extra. There was just something within you that was just guiding you through it. But obviously, when you have initiated, you answer to someone. You'll always be like having a gobela, whereby it's like, okay, now you can't start doing your own thing, because it's like now you want to start your own tribe or your own group, so it's always difficult. But yeah, I do not fit into any box anyway. Let me not be longer. People either admire you obsessively or reject you violently, no in between. Okay, I haven't been rejected violently, if I'm being honest. I would be lying. But I've seen people who would say, I don't know if it's my gift, but I find that people hate me even more than they used to. And I remember even 2 days ago, I was having an online consultation, and one of my clients was saying that ever since they grew up, that has always been a thing, that people just don't like him. So it was not a good thing to hear, obviously. But that's what he was saying, and clearly it bothers him, and nobody wants to be hated, and you don't want to grow up with that stigma that people are always just finding something wrong with you. It's not a nice feeling. Okay. And then the other one is, you often feel like you're from another planet or time. I won't make an example, guys. I won't finish this one. Till to date, I started having this feeling from primary school. And who am I going to start asking that? Why do I feel like I'm in the wrong place in the wrong time? I've asked myself that question a billion times. I think growing up has, as much as I remember that, I still have it, but I feel like it was stronger when I was growing up. It was the strongest feeling out of everything that I might have gone through spiritually. I remember just thinking to myself that I feel like I'm an old soul. I feel like I don't belong here. I feel like I should be somewhere where it's quiet, where it's just mountains, where, I went through this so much. Oh my God. I'm even getting emotional just thinking about it. This is one of the things that haunted me forever. I felt so misplaced. Anyway, you don't fit in because you're not meant to. You're a frequency disruptor, a spiritual system reboot. I think the worst part is having to try to adjust according to where you grew up, according to where you live. But deep down knowing, oh yes, I'll adapt because I'm here, but I still feel like I shouldn't be here. I still feel like I don't belong here. I think it's not even a good feeling. I don't even want to sugarcoat it. There's nothing traumatic like feeling like you don't belong, feeling like you were misplaced, and questioning your existence every day. And especially when life starts to be lifing, you're busy asking yourself, I shouldn't even be going through this because I don't even want to be here. I'm not even at the right place. I feel like I was supposed to be born years back, where there's no apartheid, where there's no racism, but rather where it's quiet, silent, where I can just listen to the trees, the water, like where, guys. Anyway, please, should you ever be going through this and you need anyone to talk to, please just write on a comment. I will definitely share my email address with you. From email address, maybe I can share my personal numbers. I just don't want to leave it out there in the public for my safety, but I'm open to giving online consultations or guidance. I hope it's all making sense. It's going to be all right. It's not easy. I've been through it and I'm still going through it. And I'm creating such, videos or audios for people who are out there not knowing what does it mean, why it's happening with their bodies, what's happening with their dreams. It's going to be fine. And I'm making examples just so that you see that you're not the only one. 14 years later, I'm still a healer and I'm still going through certain things. So bit by bit, just take it one day at a time. And yeah, I'm wishing you peace, light, and happiness, and may it all make sense one day, and may it all work out one day. Toes.